of Maru, the 4th race, and Silky, the master of China, the Chinese Zerg god. And this is a different meta. Like, Chinese server is still kind of locked from the other regions. It's difficult to play on a Chinese server still. You kind of need like a Chinese credit card or something. Oh, Mr. Dan, thank you so much for the raid. Yo guys, welcome. Welcome, the Lord of Toenails, of course. I am Mapu. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Hope you're having a good time here. I'm gonna do some RSL qualification stuff today and then some other stuff. Get banned? No, please. Really? Yo. I hope you're having a good one. We're having a good time so far. Well, you guys have some rude ideas today. I'm not sure what Artosis did fed you today, but man. I got bot bombed. No, this is Artosis viewers. He fed them salt, maybe a little too much. Bird seeds. Okay. Yeah, probably a lot of salt. I can only imagine. Okay, so let's get back to the game here. Maru going into a Reaper expand himself. The 4th race, as I said, in Korea. That's what his nickname is amongst the Korean pros. And then you also have the 5th race, which is Hero, funnily enough. He wasn't good enough to be the 4th race, but he's good enough to be the 5th race. Of course, with this 8 worker start, everything is kind of different here. The timings are different now. And yeah, we want to see how this plays off. If there are any sharp timing attacks that can happen now in the early stage of the mid game that weren't able before. But because you would have had enough economy to recover anyways. Coming in here with the Reaper. No Queen done yet. Can you get a link? Okay, so we need Artosis GIF here right now, or the sound file. One Reaper, oh, one Link gets down, oh, he kills a Link, I can't believe it! Second Reaper actually coming in, so he might be able to snowball a little bit. Let's see if he can kill a drone or two. At least he gets the spore cancel there. Moves away from that Queen. We're gonna see a reactor for the factory, so it's gonna be a Hellion follow-up and a second gas before that 3rd command center. So not a super fast 3cc. There's that starport. Most likely gonna go into some Banshee production. Honestly, I feel like getting an early dropship is actually better, but it does of course provide an opening for your opponent to push you with some roaches here. Reaper's coming in, are gonna snipe a drone. Very nicely done by Maru. Oh, he loses a Reaper though. There it is. Got dropped off the cliff. This Queen, I guess, or maybe one of these links to do it. Maybe the Queen down here. Yeah, this one. This is the Cupid. Aliens are going to join up with that remaining Reaper. We do see the Swapperoo for the Banshee production. Cloak actually being researched, but an Overlord is en route to scout this one. And as you can see, like, this takes a while, you know, to get up the actual worker count in this game now. Silky has a bunch of links, so Maru is gonna stay defensive. He's actually supply block right now until that depot finishes up, but that's gonna be fine. Oh, the links are gonna run into these Hellions. No. But he does pull away. He does pull out, as you guys like to say, right? I know it. Just in time, you know. So he didn't make a mess there, and he can preserve his strong force. to eventually strike again here. Okay, Baneling Nest on the way. Lair is about to finish. I wonder what he's gonna play. Are we gonna see a Mutus style? There is a big potential for that. Marine is pushing out this Overlord, and there's only one Marine so far, so we could actually see some mech. But let's wait, because that is the barracks, and yeah, there's gonna be more barracks. Unfortunately, no mech here from Maru. He's gonna play some bio style. Banshee is gonna find one drone. There's the second drone going to go down here. Can you get maybe a couple more? Gonna be very difficult. There's already so many spores in position here. Of course, this was scouted early ahead from this by this Overlord, so he did have a good idea that this was happening, and he had the spores ready in time to not to lose too much. Oh, you don't really want to have that base get cancelled though. Unfortunately, there's no creep right now connecting this. There's no Overlord here that could provide some additional creep for the queens to move in. He should still be in time there. Overseer as well with this one. And he will be able to fend off these benches. Second Banshee coming in though. The cancel is gonna happen. Very nicely done there by Maru. And the second cancel even. Being greedy here. Silky. That command center is done. Is gonna morph into a orbital right now. And he made a Viking. That's interesting. So he's gonna go into the double engine bay right now, but I don't think... Oh, there's actually the army. Okay, so we will see that Hellion Banshee push. If he preserves these Banshees, he's being very aggressive with them right now. He's gonna snipe a few more drones here. If he can get out, though, and keep them alive, it's gonna be very powerful if he joins this with the army here. The Hellions, they're gonna go across now. Yeah, I think it's gonna be just like a Hellbat Banshee push, which sounds so funny because there's no bio, there's no medevac support with this. There's a Viking right now, which is not gonna assist in the fight, so... Let's see why he made that early of an armory. He has, what, 8 Hellions, so 8 Hellbats? But Hellbats with no support are not really a scary army. So he might not even do it, but then why the armory, right? Banshee's still sharking around here, looking for some transferring drones. He's gonna find a few, actually. Can he get the kills, though? Yeah, Silky's not fast enough there with the reaction. Still a pretty good pull away, though. Only loses a couple. Aliens coming in again here for some snipes on these creep tumors, but they won't commit too deep. And now we're on 5 frags production. We already do have Stim done, but no combat shields as of yet. Viking is gonna get pushed back by these queens, but did provide the vision for the Banshees to move in safely, yeah? So he knows where the queens are actually right now. They're moving back, so he could get another cancel potentially on the space. Especially if he rotates these Hellions to the north. He can definitely force a cancel there. Oh, he's splitting up the army a little bit. Unfortunate there around this kind of pillar here. But he will still get a good engage. He's gonna shoot down a few more of these links. This is looking very good for Maru so far. And he gets another cancel. Man, this is like, he lost 1 Reaper. And he cancelled like 1, I don't know, 1 depot or so. Maybe a reactor. But no, it was something mineral only. Oh, that Hydra got sniped. That was not a good day to be that Hydra specifically. He's still working on Hydra speed. Hydra Ling Bane is gonna be what comes across the map here right now for Silky. He's gonna start to push, start to advance, but we do have tanks, we do have marines. We don't have combat shields, but we do have medivacs. And we should see the Hellbats here very soon as well. They need to get healed up though by these sorry, not the Banshees, by these medivacs. And the Banshees are still here as well. They go in cloaked. There's still the Overseer though, but you might be able to snipe this one. Banshee's moving too much forward, a tiny bit there, unfortunately. Hellions do get sniped as well by a flank. Is this army falling apart here right now for Maru? Was he a little bit overconfident? We do see a counterattack into the worker line. A couple of Banelings maybe connecting with these SCVs. Oh, that's a big cluster. Really good hit there by Silky, and suddenly this is not looking as great anymore for our 4th race here. He still has the 4th command center on the way, but there's a 5 base setup running strong right now for Silky. He needs to move a few of those drones. Those are very exposed right now, and he needs more baneling reinforcements for this army. It's very Ling and Hydra heavy at this point. And as I say that, the army just seems so small in the moment. It's to make it a little bit bigger. But yeah, he will lose the base, so he needs to be, he needs to relocate those drones into the bottom left position, and that's exactly what he does. But the reinforcements are gonna hit this new, fresh base. Meanwhile, the drop into the main is gonna cancel the carapace upgrade, that's a big one, and he cancels the second upgrade as well, the range. Two Lings here fighting these two siege tanks. He will pick those up, and he actually, man, he gets 2 tanks out, I can't believe it, this guy is so good. That was such a clutch moment here, and he will be able to snipe this base if he can kill all of these drones. That's a lot, that's about 20 drones sitting down there like ducks in the bottom left. Maru, he sees them, and he decides to not move in. Instead gonna move away and keep his army alive. And the main base drop is gonna join forces here, and we do see a big joined army here now. Proceeding for the Terran, is gonna siege very slowly forward with those tanks as well. It's gonna throw down a nice anti-armor missile here, additional damage to those dudes now. That one Raven, man. Maru, the utility god. So he will get engaged now from a lot of angles, but it seems like the numbers are just a little bit too much in favor of our Terran player. Everything's getting mowed down now by those Marines. And even the flank that was kind of there to kill the reinforcements, hey, it's still there, but it's only 5 Hydras remaining. And 5 Hydras can never kill this army. We do see 1 Ling trying to kill a Morphin Planetary, but I think the retaliation is gonna happen very soon. Okay, this is the only thing that matters. Yes! Oh, Silky, 1 last attempt, but unfortunately there's high ground vision, so all of that is getting sniped. The Hydra's moving in from behind here. GG is gonna be called, and the Chinese has to, unfortunately, GG. Thank you everybody for the follows here. Of course, also make sure to follow the YouTube, and you can, all of the stuff you put in the comments here right now, in the chat, you can put it down there in the comments as well. I don't mind. Just do it. I'm gonna clean out the mess anyways. But you just go there, you just do that. Gonna add up the friction. Okay, so that was the first game, and it was a clear victory for the 5th race. Maru looking very solid there. Even though Silky had some good moments, I want to say, there was this one attack into the 3rd base that looked very powerful, and yeah. And unfortunately, there was no really follow-up behind that. But like the general situation looked very good. He had 5 bases. He had a good economy behind it. But unfortunately, he didn't really have any additional tech coming behind, and he did not reproduce his army fast enough. He didn't have a good baneling count to be able to push off that counterattack that was coming. So a little bit unfortunate here for Silky in the end. So far, Maru looking good. Let's see if he can keep it up, excuse me. Or if Silky is gonna make a comeback in this series here. We are on Rorschach, I don't know how you guys say it. If it's a German guy, it's Rorschach. Maru doing a low ground wall here on 10. That's very early. Did skip an SCV for that. These games are from the RSL Qualifier that was already played. It was about a week ago, I want to say. Maybe 6 days or something. Pool on 16 has been very meta right now. We've seen a lot of that. Provides an early queen, it gives you some links to play around with, it gives you the stability against the Reaper you kind of desperately need, especially against a double Reaper like this. It's just a solid open, but unfortunately it's not like the greedy open that the Zerg wants to play. It doesn't have that fast hatchery. The hatchery first. And eventually I guess Zerg will get into a state of the meta where they will just go into hatch first again. But I think it's gonna take a while to be able to do that constantly again here. I mean, yeah, like 4-player maps and stuff like this is gonna be a good bonus to those strategies, I feel like. Well, let's see what the double Reaper can get done. He did go into 2 Reapers last game as well, but of 1 barracks. This one's gonna have a faster timing and it will be 3 Reapers most likely here, at least. And then we have to wait how many he wants to continue or if he straight up goes into a fast 2-1-1 build after this one here. And yeah, if you can kill these links, it's already worth it. With that Reaper, that's a very nice find here for Maru. With the second guy. And Silky, of course, doesn't know now what's going on. He sees the second person like, the Hive cluster spawns another queen. That's like the, I think that's the Nova voice pack or something. It's kind of funny. They're just like looking at each other. Who can win the stair contest? Now there's 2 guys staring, but there's 3 guys on the other side. 2 of those 3 guys are very weak. And yeah, honestly, the queen is gonna die here. Silky needs to do something. Oh, he's gonna have a very bad time. Oh, Bo. You need to be able to push this one back. Oh, those 2 links, they could have hit the Reapers there. I feel like a little bit of a wasted potential. And we do see, oh, this is a fast speed though. So this should be a good counterplay. He's making 10 more links. And there's actually 5 Reapers. All of them are gonna get caught here very soon. They're gonna jump in now just as speed finishes. If Silky can get a good surround here. No, but he saw the speed. You're gonna need to push away, don't you? He's so aggressive. Now Silky has not been making any additional drones. He's just making links. He needs to get something done with those, but there's no way to get in, right? He can't break, like he needs to break the depot, but he doesn't have a baneling nest, so what are you gonna do? He kind of needs to get lucky, doesn't he? The Reapers did make it back home. He's safe behind the wall. Silky, what are you gonna do, bro? I'm not sure if I can't really see a world where he can win right now. There's no win condition for him. He needs to break through. He's just making links. Is this gonna be enough? I mean, there's no Hellions yet, but he's still producing Marines. He should be able to just make... Oh, wait, where's the baneling nest? I did miss it. It is there. So he's gonna baneling bust this open. He's gonna kill him. Okay, that's pretty easy then. We do see it's 3 barracks as the follow-up, so he's just making plain Marines. But there's gonna be... Oh god, the door is open. The Reapers are moving out. He doesn't know it's a baneling nest. He barely didn't see it, just as I didn't. And the links are walking in. Now he can use the Banes against the bio. That's the worst possible scenario. You can just use it against these SCVs. Oh man. Oh man. 10 SCVs. GG's called. Silky with a baneling bust. That's all you need to do. Even if those 5 Reapers do make it home and they scout the big link flood, somehow you need to connect the dots. Hey, what if there is a baneling nest? What if there's a baneling nest? And then the 5 Banes show up, or 6 Banes, and yeah. You just look at your supply depot and it's lowered. And you'll see those links with those little wings come in. And just stand on top and you're hitting that raise button and it just won't go up. Because those lightweights, they're just a little bit too heavy for the mechanical structures to actually push up the depot. And then everything just falls apart. That was definitely on Maru. I mean, he didn't get the scout on the baneling nest, which is fine. But then just stay at home. You saw the amount of links, just stay behind your wall. Don't move out with 4 Marines to try to get 1 hit on an Overlord. Just stay behind your wall. Yeah, you can't land a building on them either. It's quite insane, they're so powerful. But yeah, there's the 1-1. And that's something that can happen. It could happen again. And even the fourth race, excuse me, can make mistakes apparently. You will get some visuals very soon. Very soon. Very soon. There we are. In the top left of Eternity's Edge, we do have Maru. In the bottom right, we do have Silky. Kitty. But yeah, this is Silky. If you've ever known a Chinese Zerg, Tudming and Silky are probably the two guys. Is Maru gonna do the same again? No. No 10 supply depot and no down wall. Of course he's not in a good position. The add-ons would stick out. That might be one of the reasons. Oops. I need a new mouse, guys. Anyone wants to sponsor a poor observer a new mouse? Probably need to buy one soon. I still have one spare one, but that's also kind of used at this point. And the clicks are going... they're like going down the drain at this stage. Second, racks again, but this time a little bit more economic. Maru wants to put on some pressure here and then transition into a fast bio push. On the other side, we do see that hatchery first this game, so it is going to be hatchery into pool and then gas. Taking a little bit of a risk here, and honestly, not sure how I like this matchup against the double Reaper or double Rex Reaper opening here from Maru, which is a tiny bit more defensive than the last one with that high ground wall, of course. And the second barracks being on the high ground as well. There's a small party going on here, by the way. Wonder what those guys are looking at. Oh! Hello, it's Nova. I always preferred this opening for Zerg with the double queen getting in very fast. He needs to start the second queen though, he doesn't have the overlord. Oh boy, he's gonna make 2 structures right now to start the second queen and cancel. That was probably not exactly... what? Did he... oh, I guess he tried to click the overlord there and he misclicked or something. That didn't feel too great there, cancelling 2 buildings to squeeze in the additional queen there, because he was late on the overlord. Let's see how much damage these Reaper can get done. He gets 1 drone and a link so far. It's pretty decent, but not too much. He will have 2 more Reapers though, join this. Actually, I think he cancels the last one, so he's only gonna work with 3 Reapers here. Yeah, he only has 3. He still can kill queens, but if there's ever a transfuse, it's so much wasted time. We should see some more queens though, honestly. He's only making links right now. And speed. Silky, is he gonna try to do the same thing again? I don't see the Baneling Nest though. He has the 50 minerals, sorry, gas if he wants to throw it down. He's kind of keeping himself that option open. And yeah, why not do it twice, you know? Don't fix it if it ain't broken. He's gonna throw in only links this game though. And I'm not sure if this is intentional without the Baneling Nest, but it is happening right now. There's gonna be a wide open natural. He sees this. I think that's why he decided to go against the Baneling Nest. He will not be able to get inside, but he can... oh, this, I love this right away. This is so good. He's gonna stack the SCVs over here and he will move all the Marines to shoot from atop here. Man, he didn't lose that much. I guess he lost still like 4 SCVs or so. Yeah, 6 actually, so it's not great, but... he saved a Mew, which is pretty powerful, and a couple of SCVs. And he killed how many links? 16. Yeah, it's okay. He lost the 2 Reapers. 1 Reaper is still alive. 2 got caught here. Oh, this guy is doing his damnedest to get caught as well, but He will able to slip away there. He cancels the second Evo. A lot of indecisiveness here from Silky. Droning up the third base now. And his early pressure is not really working out too well. But he's up a lot of probes, drones right now, workers, whatever you want to call it. You can have probes as Zerg, I don't mind. It's not like StarCraft Brood War probes where they can actually fight and win a game. A Reaper coming in here is gonna see the state of things, and he will identify that there's not much, but he doesn't have any medevac support with this, so it's a one-trick pony. If this army gets killed off, it is basically dead. He does not want to use Stim till the last moment. There it comes, Stim. He's gonna have a grenade with this as well. I hope he will use it to try and flick the links. Or a queen or something. And throw the grenade. He doesn't do it. There we go. Ah, that was a good one, but maybe a little bit too late there. Didn't really have much firepower to follow this one up. And he will eventually lose this army. What did he trade it for? 6 drones. I guess not really 6 because he killed a few, or one at least earlier. And a bunch of links. I'm not sure if I like this move out, honestly. It was a lot of marines to lose. And he kind of has to... He was rallying across the map, so all of these links are suddenly getting on top of this army. Can Silky snowball this? I don't think with the SCVs here that should be enough to defend this area. Man, these guys are just throwing the units at each other. We do see another barracks in the wall. Maru, a man of my taste. He's working with 5 barracks here very soon. There is no additional command center, only 1 engineering bay. This could be a 2-base commitment. On the other side, Silky's decided, alright, let's make 5 bases. Let's go up to 5 bases here, make 2 more hatcheries. It's going to go into that, not spire, into that lair. Could be a spire. Going into Baneling speed first. He's actually making 4... Like, what? He's going up to 6 bases. 3 hatcheries at the same time right now. This guy's crazy. He's so greedy. Maru's doing a 2-base push. Like, with these medevacs, he's just gonna go. And he will take out that overlord first, but... And thankfully heal up these guys. And take out an overlord. There's still no 3rd command center, so he doesn't really want to lose this army. He just wants to trade for whatever he can or get some free pigs. And then he wants to join forces with his tank push. Now you need to be careful if Silky decides to commit at that moment. I feel like he had a chance to try and overwhelm. But there is the tank now with this. And Maru needs to be careful. He kind of needs to gather his reinforcements. He's about to be at +1, but Silky is already at +1 carapace. He's working on +2 here. Maru, 1 tempo behind, it feels like. And he has so many targets to hit right now. That could be, hey, cool, but honestly, there's a lot of points of evacuation for Silky, a lot of safe houses where he can put his drones to still continue mining. And he does have a lot of production with this as well. Nice connections there at the tail end with these marines here. Another tank joining the fray. So far, these hatcheries mostly just production facilities, not really mining away. It doesn't have too many drones actually. 59 is not that big. Not even a 3-base. Zerg here. And you will lose the first hatchery. But honestly, like, it doesn't really matter that much because he still has 5 hatcheries. That's so much. So many. He's gonna move in now with the links. Is this army getting flooded here? Maru's gonna evacuate what he can. 1 tank is gonna get left behind there, unfortunately. He has a lot of medevacs, so he has a lot of mobility. Oh, the Banes! He sieges up the tank, so he sacrifices another one here. Maru is playing this very interesting. This barracks is working without an add-on, this one as well, and this one as well. This is like 3 plain barracks. He feels like he's so far behind. I guess he is, but was he really when he was setting this one up? He's trying to make like a 2-base all-in. But he's already starting to transition away from this, making the engineering bay number 2 here and the armory to actually go into 2-2 upgrades. Because he sees his opponent is already at 2-1. That's a really good state of the game here for Silky. He's gonna lose another base though, which is gonna be painful. He needs to definitely retake one more. I guess he doesn't really need to necessarily. But with this style, you want to have that additional production facility. You want to be on kind of 5 bases or 5 hatcheries to be able to keep on producing Ling Bane. He's not making any tech units here. Oh, that was a good pickup. Oh god, that was really good. But yeah. Like, where's he going with this army? I mean, this could be a base trade, actually. I think this is gonna be a base trade. We will see the wall being broken down. Oh, that tank is... Man, the Sim City is looking so good. Some nice snipes there on the Banes. No more Banes left. The army's coming back. And except for the Liberators who are slowly killing off an Overlord. You have only links remaining here, and Maru's just gonna re-wall. The attempted base trade did not work out for our Zerg player. He just spent a lot of units, and he was unable to snowball that momentum into his favor. Maru does hold with the reinforcements. Now he pulls back the links, but he spends most of the Banes, and he loses another hatchery for that mistake. Silky, they're getting stuck on the tank with all of these Banes. Definitely a big mistake for him. Maru now with a good chance to close out this game. If he can kill this army once, that's all he needs to do. He has the firepower to do it. But it comes down to the execution. We'll see. It's gonna be 2-2 against 1-1 very soon though. He could potentially cancel the +2 though. It is not... Silky's not gonna let that happen one. But now he's fighting inside liberation zones and tank siege fire, and he doesn't have anything that comes to the bottom, even though he has the army to do that. And I mean, you're not gonna kill anything with these links here anyways that's gonna float in there, so what are you doing, brother? Some very questionable decisions here by our Zerg players. He's running around with his army, and that's so much of a supply that could be utilized. Even though it would be a bad trade, it would be still a clear, and that's all Maru is working with right now. He still has a bunch of reinforcements at home, but he doesn't nearly have as many medevacs. He's just producing liberators right now, so if he ever can kill the medevacs, hey, great. And if he can clear this army, I mean, he's been waiting for these Hydras, but that was such a long time. Now I guess I get it, because you can't kill these air units with the Hydras, which could do the trick. Oh, he can't lose the high ground Hydras. He did move away from the low ground. Now he's gonna give an out to Maru here. And Maru can evacuate that army. He's gonna move in with another group of Marine, only Marine medevac at this point of the game, yeah. Maybe a few Liberators sprinkled in. No more tanks really in production. SCVs have to defend themselves. Maru's slowly tightening the noose here right now around Silky. And his upgrades are getting better as well. We do see 2-2 here is finished, of course, for our Zerg player, but +2 weapons did finish during the last fight. And he's going to +3 weapons right now. Now also +2 armor that finished, so upgrades are quite even. And considering Maru was already trading better with an upgrade deficit, that's not good. As well, there is no +1 for the Hydras, not even on the way. So they're not that great in their DPS, which they are actually supposed to be. So it's a very unfortunate situation here for Silky, and that didn't look good of a fight. He does have a good counterattack, hitting that main base, by the way. That's the main that did float over, it's not a third base. So he's knocking Maru back to 1 base mining, and if he can ever kill this army, that might be just what you need to be doing here. But there's 2 tanks now with this as well, a Liberator here as well, and Silky's having trouble to find a good angle to push this and kill this army. The Hydras are falling. He gets the tanks, okay, so that's something. There's only 1 Liberator remaining who has also 11 kills, that's quite nice. Yeah, he's gonna lose a few more Banes there to these Marines. The Marines are just pushing in right now. He needs the time to morph the Banes, but he doesn't have it. Maru is actually... That was a very close game. And Maru almost did get knocked out here, but he did manage to move on. And yeah, that's very good for him. Whew. The fourth race. Looking quite mortal there against Silky, of all people, who is a good player, but he's not the greatest. And he's not one of the greatest.